Hello y'all. Got a new series of videos by special request from last year. I think it was Mr. James Brown asked me if I would make videos about planting peanuts. I'm fixing to start. I've started shelling my peanuts. I'll show you that in a minute. I've already been tilling. I've got my dirt healed up. We'll step through all that here shortly. This will be the first video about planting peanuts, about how to get prepared and how to get them in the ground. Now this is a sack of peanuts we had from last year. I'm using my peanuts I grew last year for seed this year. I've got a bowl to put them in. I stored my peanuts, of course, in the shells, you can see. Just tied that bag up and kept it in the house, kept it, normal temperature. Didn't get it cold or hot or anything, just kept it average. But I've been shelling them, putting them in this jar. Peanuts lose their germination really quick, about 20% a year. The first year you lose 20%, so only 80% of these peanuts will probably make anything if I'm lucky. If I save these peanuts to next year, it'll probably be down to closer to 60 or less. So if you're going to plant peanuts and keep the seed, you really need to restore every year your seed and use up what you got or do something with it. I'll put up new seed every year, that way you have plants that will grow. Now off to the garden. I'll show you what I've got done as far as the row. Well, I decided to move the peanuts to garden 1 this year. I had them in garden 4 last year. Want them a little closer, I keep a better eye on them. I let them get growed up bad last year. Here's the hill, like I told you. It's a root crop. In case you don't know, peanuts grow in the ground. They don't grow on vines or on top. They're all under the dirt. So I hill it up high as I can, pack it down, fertilizers in the top of the hill down, the left hand side right here. Then I scooted over and packed it down again, and I'm gonna put the peanuts slightly on the right hand side. Just make sure I don't push them down inside, big pile of fertilizer. I put triple 15 in it. I used one of the large yogurt cups, and I didn't use half of it. But this tells you how much fertilizer. That's 2 cups, maybe. Peanuts are heavy feeders. I'll probably have to feed them again. The old folks told you, which I always tell you, don't put peanuts in your garden. Peanuts are in your garden. They pull all the nutrients out. I'm gonna cut a groove or find me something, poke a hole, and we're gonna plant peanuts here in just a second. Well, I've got them in there. I forgot to tell you, these are the Virginia jumbo peanuts. I bought them raw. Bought raw peanuts last year at Mennonite store, basically. They sell peanuts every year, raw peanuts and salted. The raw peanuts will grow. I had to replenish my seed last year because I lost mine. I didn't plant them for a year or 2 and they wouldn't grow. After about 2 years, they're hard to ever get anything out of them. So I'm starting over. I had some really big peanuts 4 or 5 years ago. Now we're starting with ground zero, but it's their first year to plant their own seed again. They're about 6 inches apart, about 1 inch deep or better. My grandfather used to plant them back when he was a young man. Of course, they planted them with mules and old equipment. He said they plowed the ground, and they had a homemade drag they put behind the mule that would drag grooves, and they would cut grooves all the way through the field, kind of like making rolls, and they go back and they go 90 degrees of it. It'd make a checkerboard. You'd have grooves going 2 different ways, and they'd cross. And he said everywhere the grooves crossed at, he wasn't real deep, but a few inches deep, they dropped 2 peanuts. He said every one of them crosses, you dropped 2 peanuts and you covered it all up. He said always had a great amount of peanuts. Always done good. I did double some of these. I didn't break enough shells to double them all. Some of them's going to grow, some of them's not. But this is how I get started. I'm finna cover these up. Fertilizer's in the ground, peanuts in the ground. All it needs is top coat and some rain tomorrow night. we'll be well on our way. Stay tuned. We'll show them when they pop up. We'll show different stages. We'll make a little series out of this. Y'all have a good day.